Let me get my head right. Oh, let me get my head right. Let me get my head right. Oh, let me get my head right. Oh.
I went through the resident leadership program at NHS, and that's where I remember our class went to Rhode Island. That was it for me. That was it. I came back, I was like ready to go, and just started coming out to the meetings. It was very different back then. There was not a lot of black and brown in the room. There was majority white. They were concerned with issues like cats and flowers. And we were concerned with the drug dealers on the corner and the shootings. So it was hard at first to marry those two, because again, for a long time, this population was over here were running the meetings, and then here comes these people from down the hill talking about shootings and crime and prostitutes and all kinds of stuff. And we were like, can we get a minute to speak? So it took a minute, but then, as usually what happens when things start to affect others, as we well know in the black and brown community, we can be screaming about something for years, but until it starts to affect the other, then magically attention is paid. Maybe you're not exaggerating. Maybe you're not being sensitive. Maybe, you're not responsible for. Let me just stop there. But when it started to creep up the hill and it started to affect the other, that's when it started to be okay to start talking about this and put the cat and the flowers issues to the side. So when that change started to happen at the meetings, more black and brown came into the room, particularly black came into the room, and people really started listening to each other. And that's when I think the forging of the strong relationship between the two communities, it wasn't so, us and them, it was more we.